Hello everyone, before we begin, I would like to say that this video is an unofficial sequel/companion video to Taiga's Infinite Damage video. I do recommend you check it out, the link to it will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Also take a moment to ask yourself, how many Infinite Pierce upgrades/towers do you think there are? And comment down below. I'm willing to bet you get the question wrong, but anyways, without further ado, let's begin. So, what is Pierce in the context of BTD6? According to the wiki, it is a commonly used description for the maximum number of balloons that can be affected by an individual element of attack. This basically means number of balloons an attack can hit. For example, if this dart monkey has, let's say, 10 pierce, then that means the dart that the dart monkey throws can hit up to 10 balloons before the projectile expires. Pierce in BTD6 is a somewhat complex topic because it affects certain towers differently, like the Spike Factory, for example. I could make a video dedicated to explaining how Pierce affects certain towers, but that's for another time. Anyway, here are the towers in BTD6 with infinite Pierce. Believe it or not, only 2 towers in BTD6 have true infinite Pierce, with one of those towers being the one and only Legend of the Night, more specifically the portal ability that activates when a balloon reaches the exit. This portal doesn't use Pierce calculations to see how many balloons got through, but I believe it still counts because an infinite amount of balloons can go through while the ability is active. Now this next tower actually surprised me. I didn't even know it had infinite Pierce until I did research for this video. The tower in question is Spirit of the Forest, more specifically the vines it lays down on the track. Now the wiki states that Spirit of the Forest vines have infinite Pierce, but the wiki also says that Legend of the Night is the only tower with absolute infinite Pierce because the portal doesn't use Pierce for calculations. I'm guessing the Spirit's vines also have true infinite Pierce, but the difference is that Legend of the Night doesn't use calculations while Spirit's vines do use calculations. Anyways, I'm going to include Spirit in the true infinite Pierce section, so Legend of the Night and Spirit of the Forest are the only towers with true infinite Pierce. There are other towers whose Pierce isn't infinite technically, but whose limits are so high that they are basically infinite. Let's start with the heroes, beginning with everyone's favorite hero, Quincy. His level 10 ability, Storm of Arrows, has infinite Pierce. Every balloon within its radius has a 5% chance per frame to take 6 damage, with Moab class balloons taking 12 damage. Balloons can be hit every 0.05 seconds. Next is Gwendolyn, with her level 10 Firestorm ability, which deals initial 5 damage to every balloon on the screen, with Moab class balloons taking 20 damage. Balloons are also set on fire. Normal balloons take 1 damage per second, while Moabs take 15 damage per second. This lasts for 8 seconds. Note that the wiki says that Gwen's heated up attack has infinite Pierce, but upon looking at her stats, it only has 100 Pierce. I'm guessing they mean that the heated up buff can affect infinite monkeys, but for the spirit of this video, that doesn't count since it doesn't directly affect balloons. Azili is the last hero with infinite Pierce using her level 3 Heartstopper, which apparently slows down balloons, but I never noticed. Anyway, the ability also allows towers that usually can't pop purples to be able to pop purples and prevents any regrow balloons from regrowing. This ability lasts 10 seconds. So as of update 45.0, those are the only heroes with functionally infinite Pierce. Let's move on to towers. This won't take that long. First up is Snowstorm, whose ability instantly freezes all balloons on screen. The next upgrade after that is Absolute Zero. This ability also has infinite Pierce. Bombblitz's ability has infinite Pierce similar to Legend of the Nights, where it activates when balloons reach the exit. It has the ability to insta-kill mobs and other balloons. It can insta-kill BFBs and DDTs assuming they have less than 2000 HP. Glue Strike and Glue Storm are similar to Snowstorm. The ability is map-wide and affects all balloons. There isn't much to say here. Poppin'Aw ability is similar to Bombblitz's. They even look the same visually. The main difference is Poppin'Aw's ability stuns all balloons on the screen instead of one-shotting them. It also does 20 damage per second for 8 seconds. Balloon Sabotage, Grand Saboteur, and Ascended Shadow all have infinite Pierce with their ability to slow all balloons on screen. Now Grand Sabo's ability makes it so that all mobs that spawn enter the track with 75% of their health. This secondary effect also has infinite Pierce, so the Grand Sabo essentially has 2 attacks with infinite Pierce. Ascended Shadow's passive ability is the same as Grand Sabo's, so as of update 45.0, Ninja Paragon is the only Paragon with infinite Pierce. Surprisingly, Monkey Village has an infinite Pierce attack with the Glow Rocker upgrade. The function's pretty similar to Azili's Heartstopper upgrade, so there's not much to say here. The last towers with infinite pierce are Ball Lightning and Superstorm's Cold Ball. This attack doesn't do any damage and the freeze effect lasts for 4.5 seconds. Now there were more upgrades that had infinite pierce, but NK decided to take it away from them. I'll go over them briefly. Ball of Fire, when the game first launched, had infinite pierce. They removed this in update 2.0. Blade Maelstrom and Super Maelstrom ability both did until update 24.0. Ground Zero and Sarbama's ability had infinite pierce and was removed in update 24.0. Tech Terror and Anti-Blend ability both did until update 24.0. Glavelord did until update 27.0, and First Strike's ability has splash damage, which had infinite pierce until update 27.0. And finally, Submerged and Support and subsequent upgrades did have infinite pierce with the Submerged camo attack. This was changed in update 32.0. Towers and heroes aren't the only things in BTD6 with infinite pierce. There are 2 maps that have objects in them with infinite pierce. The first one is Lotus Island with the Flower Pollen Stun. The second map is Scrapyard with the Compressor Crusher thing. I find it kind of funny that a flower has more pierce than God himself. And with that, we are done. As of update 45.0, there are 13 upgrades that give the tower infinite pierce, 17 if you include hero levels, and 19 in total if you include objects on the map. Definitely a lot more than I initially thought. It also goes to show that while infinite pierce may sound overpowered, but in practice it really isn't, as all the towers with infinite pierce are good, but they aren't the best towers in the game, and some of them are straight up bad, such as Bomb Blitz. But a huge shout out to Taya for making the first video. This video probably wouldn't exist if she didn't make the infinite damage video, which inspired me to make this one. Anyways, if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and join Discord. Links to those down below. Have a nice day.